been a lot of speculation that Bayzoo is kicked out of OTF. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I made my video on the situation, I'm like, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Durk posting subliminals, Bayzoo posting subliminals. I'm looking at it like they talking about AK and everybody else. I'm like, I don't believe it, right? But I ain't gonna lie. I've been watching Bayzoo's story, and Bayzoo really been popping it. But at the same time, we on the outside looking in. We don't know if he talking about Durk. I'm not gonna even say he talking about Durk. Listen, if Bayzoo talking about Durk, he'll be a fool. You feel what I'm saying? Because listen, if y'all don't know, Bayzoo got in this whole situation with King AK-47, right? And him and AK-47 was going back and forth. He's supposed to fall AK-47. He told AK-47, look, I'll pull up the Cleveland. AK-47 said, okay, cool. They got in touch with Hands TV. It was a go. The next morning, Bayzoo say, nah, man, hey, you got to come to Chicago. King AK said he ain't doing that. So they went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Next thing you know, Bayzoo came out and said he's sorry to his fans. He want to have positive vibes and et cetera, et cetera. Now remember, positive vibes. And then Lil Durk came out the next day and said he don't have no negativity around him. He only need positive people around him so he could give the people this good music. And he at his best when he have a positive environment. So the word positive energy, positive people was used. Bayzoo say, I'm sorry, I got to be positive. I'm sorry for letting him get me out of my character. Durk came back and said, I need positive people around me, no negative people. And then when everybody went to speculating, saying that Durk sent the subliminal at Bayzoo, a couple hours later, Bayzoo posted Black Youngster when Black Youngster dissed Dolph, when Dolph died, and he was in the graveyard, and he was saying dissing on the net and all this shit, get his head going and all this shit. Like, Bayzoo posted that video. And even then, I'm like, I ain't gonna really say that Bayzoo was talking to Durk, like, because technically Durk was only saying, like, I only need positive situations around me. If you on some negative shit, you got to get from around me. That ain't really nothing bad. That's basically like saying, hey, look, bro, you need to tighten up, man. It's only positive shit right now. We got an album coming, we getting ready to go on tour. Man, fuck that negative shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's basically how I took it. So if I was Zoo and my homie told me that, like, man, only positive vibes around me, I don't need no negative people, that would have just made me say, okay, I need to tighten up. So I don't think Zoo was sending shots back at Durk. But then Zoo went to putting all sacrificial lamb and this and that, and now I'm like, hey, hold on, like, now it look like you sending them over there. Now I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying the way he putting on his story, it looked like he's sending them over there towards Durk. Now, y'all know that it's supposed to be an interview coming out with 16 Shotter, THF Bruh. And THF Bruh said that THF Bayzoo snitched. He said Zoo snitched on him. But Zoo is saying that Bruh snitched on him. Now, it is paperwork that showed Bruh snitched. Even Bruh homie pulled up on 16 Shot him live and said, look, bro, I don't give a damn what he did. He like that. And ain't nobody gonna care what he did. When he get out, they still gonna rock with him. Point blank period. Right? So when Bruh did the interview, he kind of exposed THF Bayzoo. He said he was telling everybody from the beginning that Bayzoo is shiesty. Bayzoo this and Bayzoo that. He even said that he took a body for a nigga. Now, when we first played it last week, I didn't think he was talking about Bayzoo. But then after the live, after Triple Threat, people hit me up. They were like, no, that was that conversation was about that. All the whole conversation was about Bayzoo. So a lot of people like, damn, bro is trying to say that Bayzoo was the one that caught the body. He just took the rap for him. But Bayzoo say, man, that's all cap. But again, that put Bayzoo in a bad light. And Durk is study saying we need positive vibes. Positive vibes. And the study putting Zoo out there. He beefing with AK-47, one of the biggest bloggers on this side of YouTube, and AK-47 doing him dirty. Say he looked like his auntie, all type of shit. Now you got a real hitter came out and said Bayzoo snitching, and even though he been saying this for years ago, it's just when you bring something back to the internet, it go around like it's new. So now Bayzoo name is back attached to snitching, like it was a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Cap. Like it was a couple months ago. So this kind of put Bayzoo in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? But Bayzoo standing on business, man. Bayzoo, hey, he says up. You know what I'm saying? He said, you know how Durk is, though. It's always some drama before the album. Facts. And, you know, all publicity is good publicity, man. Whether people troll you, whether people talk about you, telling the truth or a lie, they still keeping your name alive. They still keeping your name mentioned. They still keeping your name in the algorithm. So when people go to attacking your name, you need to drop some kind of content. You need to start a business. Bayzoo need to drop a song or something. Like, you supposed to drop something that benefits you because your name is popping. You know what I'm saying? All publicity is good publicity if you know how to market it. If you know how to market it. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I got a question. Say, in my opinion, Zoo didn't snitch. I only seen one paperwork that showed Zoo snitch, and it was fake. And I say it's fake because you can't get the paperwork nowhere. So if you can't pull this paperwork up and only one person in the world can find this paperwork, that means it don't exist. That means it's made up. Know what I'm saying? So there's no paperwork that say he snitched. Now, what he did do, and now for the people that feel like, okay, put it like this. Do y'all feel like King Yella snitch when he said Offset or GD and Durk or BD and all this stuff like this? Do y'all think that's snitching? Because like King AK-47, his whole point of view of it, if y'all call King Yella a snitch, then y'all got to call Bayzoo a snitch. 12 more likes. Hit that like button. That's their whole thing. Now, AK said, if you call King Yella a snitch, you got to call Bayzoo a snitch because King Yella identified people as gang members. Now, they saying that Bayzoo identified people in a murder. And it was like, do you know this person? Do you know that person? What's this person's name? And it was like, yeah, Blase Squaze. So, mind you, I never said King Yella snitch. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told y'all, man, when it comes to this snitching shit, I'm done with it. It's so much debate. Like when I was coming up in my life, I promise you, I never heard one person debate. When they call somebody a snitch, that's what it was. It was never a debate. It was never, oh, they said this, but that ain't that. It was never that. Now, since this new generation shit, everything is a debate. So I technically don't even know what's snitching. Like, you have all kind of people with different opinions of what snitching is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even know what snitching is no more. Because you got some of the top dogs that's from the streets, that's on YouTube, giving different opinions of what snitching is. So I don't even know no more. 1090 Jake got one definition. AK-47 say he don't agree with 1090 Jake. He got a definition. Seti Nash, he got a definition that's different from AK and 1090. So it's like everybody got different definitions of a snitch. So it ain't even up to me to say nobody snitched no more. So when Yella came out and did with his little 1-2, I didn't say he was a snitch or not. I just covered the content. But AK is saying, if you gonna say Yella a snitch, you gotta say that Bayzoo a snitch. Because Bayzoo, I guess, identified people. Like, do you know this person? Yes. What's this person name? Oh, that's such and such. Is you cool with this person? Like, yeah or no, whatever the case may be. So they picking and choosing who to call a snitch, which is crazy already. That's why I say I give, like, that ain't my job. That ain't my job to say who's snitching no more, man. Because it's so many different opinions on what a snitch is. And like when I was coming up, it was never like that. It was when the bitch said a person is snitch, that's what it was. It was never a debate. It was never a debate. So I don't even know how to debate that shit. You know what I'm saying? But tell me this. Okay, so if the police stop you, right? You get involved in the situation. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Say back in the day, it meant telling on others to get yourself out the jam. But nowadays, it's anything. Right. Like, okay, for instance, I heard somebody say, okay, for instance, okay, now y'all know he work off the paperwork. Speaking of Mickey, here she go.
What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
What's up? What up? You will pop in at this time,
My ass was knocked the hell out. My daughter talking about, why are you live if you ain't live? I said, shit.
huh? So we was addressing the THL Bayzoo situation, and AK said if people call Yella a snitch, they gotta call Bayzoo a snitch. Do you feel that's they situation was the same thing?
Hell no. Excuse me. First and foremost, Kenyella gave a volunteer statement to a gang unit, to the gang unit,
Okay.
where they asked him direct questions and he responded. Like, oh yeah, he GD, he whatever. I don't remember verbatim everything, right? He had to sign that statement on, right?
Right.
Bayzoo didn't have an official statement, for one. For two, we don't know what questions, if any, was asked of him. So that's the difference right there. We don't have a volunteer statement
Right.
outlining what was said, what was responded, nothing like that. So it's not even the same. It's not the same situation. Even if you take the paperwork out altogether, again, we don't have nothing where it says Bayzoo said yes. What's one of the names in the paperwork? Yes, Buddha was doing something. Like it's no proof of that.
I thought they said. I thought AK said that the paperwork said it said Bayzoo gave names.
It says Bayzoo identified such as such and such, but it say that throughout the whole paper. Like it always says that. And no
Right.
point does it say Bayzoo related to us that this person names this as it don't say that. It just use the word identify blank as blank, blank as blank. But as I pointed out, if you look at the original statement by the dude Marty, he said, "Hey, I know these two guys, Buddha and Bebe, right? That's what he
Right.
says he knows them as in his statement." And in that same statement, it goes to say the same paragraph. Marty identified blank as blank, blank as blank. We already know that's not what Marty said because he said he only knows the two people as this and that. He
Right.
never gave the real name. But speaking of AK, AK also said at first it was because of the paperwork. Then he came back and said, well, based on Bayzoo definition of snitching, he snitched. So
Right.
it
Right.
started off it's all about the paperwork. Then I know I'm one of the few people um, that said, hell no, that's not what it is. Then it turned to, oh, well, not really the paperwork, but because of what he said as the definition or what you're supposed to do, that's why he snitched. Make it make sense. And I
Right.
can't see the comments, y'all. I'm on the phones, but hey, everybody.
Right. And that's what I was saying. AK was saying because Bayzoo called Yella a snitch. And everybody said Yella snitch. Bayzoo did the same thing, so then Bayzoo a snitch. So that was his whole
And
take.
then, and I don't know what Bayzoo said. Like, I don't, that's not my type of thing to go chasing down people audio
Right.
of them saying something. But, and this is just my interpretation, how I was brought up when they say don't talk to the police. I never was told or raised like you say nothing to the police. What I was raised on, talking to the police means providing them details of what they need for their investigation. Like I never was brought up like, okay, if they stop you, you walk like if you walk in school or something, they stop you, you say lawyer, you don't say nothing. Like,
Right. Right.
you know what I'm
I
saying? I
don't
never was brought up like
me
that.
either.
You answer that question, you keep it moving. Now
Right.
if you get asked questions about a crime, you know what I'm saying? If you get asked questions about something like that, especially if you are like, you know what I'm saying? About to
Right.
get into some shit, then you don't say nothing. You know, so it was just it went above my understanding because I'm like, when it says specifically start asking him questions about anything like that, he terminated the interview, asked for a lawyer. Basically with
Right.
small talk. But
Right.
you know, again, like they say in the comments a lot, oh, you ain't street, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't that. Well, I don't know what streets I came up on, whatever, but I never was taught when someone says talking to the police, that means don't say no words to the police. That's just not
I
how I was
don't
brought up on.
me either. I don't agree with that shit either. Like I don't like listen, that shit, I think that shit just came out this year. You know what I'm saying? All that don't talk to the police at all. Like I don't like come on, like some shit can be avoided. Like, let's be real. Like for the example, on Math Hopper show, the dude said from Jersey said if somebody break in his house and he shoot him, he ain't gonna tell the police they broke in the house. He just gonna ask for a lawyer. That is self-defense. What is you talking about? No, he tried to break in my house. I shot his ass. Y'all come get him. Like that is not snitching. That is not snitching. And I even like talked to Mal Hartford on the back end, a little short, little. We ain't have a real conversation, but I tagged him in the shit and he hit me up and he was like, basically, it's a like it's an opinion. So, but I'm telling him like your platform is so big, people look up to y'all. Y'all try to push this so gangster image, and these people on the internet take that shit with them and try to live up to that shit, not knowing that this just the internet. Like you would be a fool, somebody breaking your house, you shoot them, and you tell the police, "Where my lawyer at?" I ain't gonna say
Exactly.
nothing. That's stupid. You finna go to jail, pay for a lawyer. All you gotta do is say they tried to break in my house. I shot them. Here go my gun right here. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna lock their ass up or take their ass to the hospital or bury them motherfuckers. Either way it go. But you rather not say nothing and go to jail, get a lawyer. That's crazy. Like that shit crazy to
Yeah,
me.
I think people just took take that to mean something else because I'm just I don't know. Like I said, I've been really realizing where I'm
Salute,
from is
salute.
way different from a lot of places because I never was taught that that's what that meant.
He
So
said,
I don't know. I done came to a realization, and yes, y'all, I was knocked the hell out. I'm waking up, but I I was just raised different. I don't know what type of shit y'all was raised to hear. So
Trapper say Trapper say got motherfuckers going to jail on a traffic ticket. Listen to Buddy.
Okay. And like I had said in my video, I have yet to run a case, and I'm on some real shit. Like me personally, I have not ran a case where a person says lawyer only. I'm sorry. Now, yeah, I got some cases where if they start asking them questions about crimes and shit, okay, then they say lawyer. But I have yet to see a motherfucker say just lawyer. Soon as the police breathe at you, lawyer,
Right. Nah.
like
Nah.
you about to fucking go sit in jail for 48 to 72 hours just because you don't want to tell them your name, Bobby. The fuck?
Right. Come on, man. And then when you go to jail, they're gonna run your shit. You gonna tell them in there. You gonna when you get to jail, you gonna tell them your name in there. So what's the point?
And then even if you, and then the thing is, with for those who be like, oh, say lawyer. Hell, what if you is trying to get out away from them people, and they come up, you say, hey, you music, and you say, no, my name ain't music. Shit, you talking to the police then? So that's when
Right.
like you ain't about to just sit there and say lawyer. I don't know. That shit just it's fugazi. Like they said, pick and choose. The fact that they comparing Yellow situation to Bayzoo says a lot. That right there, where you show it ain't no stance. Because how can you compare a situation where we literally see the questions and the answers and compare it to where we don't even know what the fuck was said?
Right. Right. Now, AK-47 was on live with Tay Savage in 16. And
Mm-hmm.
he said Tay Savage to him gave him confirmation that they believe in Chicago Zoo snitch without saying it. He said when they was talking about it, Tay Savage said, "You do the crime, you do the time," referring to their conversation about Bayzoo. So he said that was confirmation to him that Tay Savage in Chicago didn't believe that Zoo snitch.
How did he come to that conclusion based off that statement?
He said that was his
And
confirmation.
you
Like,
know, and shout out to AK-47. We all know AK-47 gonna say whatever. Half that
oh
shit, I
yeah,
don't even
yeah.
think he be knowing he be saying on some real shit. Because I just if that's the number one good talking about nothing ass nigga. Okay, that nigga gonna put it all together in a package for you. But let's just go with the notion he's for real, and that's the confirmation. How is that the confirmation? And if that's the case, if you do the crime, do the time. Well, Bayzoo sat down for 4 years before going to trial, and then the jury finding him not guilty. So technically, you do the crime, do the time. He did it. You know what I'm saying? He did his
Right, right,
time, but legally, he ain't did shit because he was acquitted. So I don't know. I've been realizing again, my brain thinks differently when it comes to interpretation.
right. Okay, okay,
Cause he literally
okay.
said he need more to go off of before he say, Bayzoo told. Like, and to be honest, from just a real standpoint, it's some blanks in there. So it's like I even said that. It's something missing. Motherfucker ain't just go straight in the room. Okay, yeah, I waive my rights. Oh, this is this person, this is that person. That's how if we read the paperwork, that's how it came down to. Like, people just be saying that shit because I'm just gonna be honest. Um, they just want somebody around Dirt to be a snitch.